welcome to my show. I'm glad you stopped in. This is Nina, this is Randa. Today, I'm playing Dr. Phil.
And you're going to be answering questions that you guys asked us on Instagram. We need a dad's advice. Some people comment like daddy goals. Some people are saying DILF. I don't know what that means.
Oh. Do I need to explain this Band-Aid on my head and that I have an owie up here?
Sure.
Is anyone going to see it? No. I went to the dermatologist. It'll be fine.
Okay, great.
Guys, if you are not subscribed to this channel, this is your chance. Right down there. Subscribe.
Hit the bell.
And even get alerts, right? What do you call those things?
Notification squad. Turn on the bell.
Let's get right into the news.
Okay, so we got a lot of relationship questions for you. How do you tell someone you really like them, and when should you tell them?
Ooh.
I need help with this, man.
Well, I think you tell them kind of no wine before it's time, as we like to say, meaning you got to pick your moment. You want to kind of do it a little bit when you feel there's some reciprocation, that there might be mutual feelings, because otherwise you could just,
get rejected.
Suffer some embarrassment. If you're feeling chemistry, then you might just say something as straightforward as, I like you.
Do you think it should be more up to the guy? Should it be more up to the guy, or should a girl take the lead? Has it always been you taking the lead, or the female?
No, I mean, I think any situation and any person is different. The guy can say it, the girl can say it. It really, just depends on the personalities involved, what they're comfortable with.
When do you think it's appropriate to tell someone you really love them?
When you feel you really love them.
How many girls have you told that you love them? How many girls?
You know what? This is supposed to be me, the expert, not me, like examining my life and questioning me about, do you know what I'm saying?
3. Me, Randa, and Mom.
And Penny the dog, don't forget.
Is it okay to date your best friend's ex? Not if your best friend is your sister. Ew.
Yeah, not if you want your best friend to stay your best friend, I would say. You're really going out into some delicate, difficult areas if you're going to go date your best friend's ex, because most likely you're going to end up picking between your best friend
it's gonna be
or
awkward.
her ex.
You can't all 3 be best friends, because you're like, what if he still has feelings for my best friend? So it'd just be weird, and I feel like I would get jealous. I would hate to be in that situation.
I know a guy who met a girl and was interested, started dating her, met her sister, and married her sister.
Oh, how serious were the other sister before he got with the other one?
I would say not super. They were just sort of beginning. It was the beginning, and then a few dates, and then at home, and then he met the sister.
That's messed up. So were the sisters mad at each other?
I think one sister was hurt a little bit, but it was just so clear that these two, meshed and belonged together, and they got married and they had a family, and everything turned out, and they were all good friends. But I'm sure there were a little bit of bruised feelings there in the beginning.
Yeah. Is it a requirement to sleep with the guy on the 3rd date?
Of course not. Of course, it's never a requirement to sleep with anybody.
Right.
For any reason.
I've had someone tell me before, like, wow, it's been the 3rd date. I can't believe you haven't done that.
The idea that there's some number of dates by which you're supposed to have sex or something is silly. Everybody goes at their own pace, whatever their comfort level is. Somebody expecting, that by the 3rd date the person's going to put out. I don't know how interested you're going to be in that person.
Unfortunately, it's sad though, because a lot of girls feel like some girls feel like they need to. Do you think if by saying no that you're telling the person that you're not interested in them?
I kind of didn't expect to be having this conversation with my daughters. Next question.
What? Come on! We need your advice.
So wait, what's the answer?
If you tell a guy no on the 3rd date, is it telling him that you're not interested?
There is no rule about the 3rd date or any date for anything. People should do what they're comfortable with, when they're comfortable with it.
Right.
Forget about the number of dates. Forget about any rules. If somebody thinks, oh, I've taken you out on this many dates and nothing's happened, and you're like, you don't like that, then to heck with them.
Yeah, bye. Do you think that if a girl's super interested in a guy and possibly wants to date him, that she should wait till she's they're in an exclusive relationship? Or should she just, go for it and see what happens?
Again, everybody's different. Everybody's going to do what they want to do. If someone...
What would you tell us to do, though? Yeah, what's your advice?
I'm not going to... I'd say, personally, you sleep with someone if you think they're you're the right person for you. Any other circumstance, forget about it.
Right,
Yeah.
I agree. How do you get over someone you've been dating a long time?
Alcohol.
No!
No, I'm kidding. You know, it hurts. Life
No,
sucks.
that's the reason that you end a
Sometimes
relationship.
life sucks. Sometimes you got a lesson, you got some education,
Yeah.
you learned something, and it can be tough for a while. But
There's
the thing
always-
about life, it's always going to change.
Basically, just give it time, I would say. That's probably the best way
Yeah,
to
give
get
it
over
time.
someone.
I mean, absolutely.
Meet somebody better.
Time heals all wounds. Yeah, like, what is it? A door closes and others open somewhere
Yeah.
else. You know, it's never
me, a
it's never
castle.
fatal until it's fatal. You're still alive. You still got opportunities and things to do and people to meet. So, yeah.
I feel like holding hope and knowing that there's someone out there literally feeling like you and also really wants to meet you. And they want to meet you too, you know? Like there is somebody else.
So this is like fortune cookie
No.
philosophy, right?
No,
This is,
it's like holding
there
hope.
is special person out there in the world for you, you know. Could be. I mean, you know,
For
who am I to
sure.
say?
There is. You've been married for 25 years. What's the secret to maintaining a long-term relationship?
Obviously, it's give and take. Obviously, it's.
like-
I mean, that's what it is. There's a little bit of roll with the punches. Everybody has to roll with the punches, and everybody's got to give at different times. That's really what it is. Determination to try your best to make it work. And you hit your bumps, and things come and go, or life throws at you, and you know just take your best shot. And luck has something to do with it too. You know, being lucky is definitely
Agreed.
a part of life.
I feel like when you're younger too, you kind of have this idea of marriage, like that's like the happily ever after. Like you're done, you did it. It's like no, it's still a relationship
I
that
still view it like
you
that.
need to put effort into and work at, and there's gonna still be arguments and stuff. But yeah, I feel like as I've gotten older and been in a relationship, I'm like, yeah, it's never you never get to that happily ever after point because you're still in a relationship.
Not me. I'm getting the happily ever after.
I think you can get the
Fuck
happily.
you
You can
guys.
have
Okay.
you can have happily ever after periods and so on, and then sometimes other challenges, whatever.
Yeah,
like
that's
I
what I
say.
mean.
She's like, as I've been in a relationship, I realize you never get to that happily ever after
No,
point.
no, that
What?
came out wrong. Like there's happily ever afters within a relationship, and then there's also life.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
I don't know. How do you convince someone to commit who says they're commitment phobic? I say run from that person.
I don't think you convince.
Yeah.
Convincing is like that implies that you're making effort to change them, making effort to have them arrive at something. That's never a good idea. Things happen or they don't happen, and if they don't happen, and you're looking to have something happen, you may come to a certain point where you say, you know what, this is not going to happen, and it's not a matter of like forcing the other person commit.
Right.
It's a matter of maybe finding a different person. At that point.
Exactly, because there's so many people out there in the world, so it's like why focus on one that doesn't want to be with you as much as you want to be with them?
Yeah, that's a turnoff if someone doesn't want to be with you. I
Yeah.
think.
What is the best way to meet someone on a dating app like Bumble, or what do you think?
Well, I mean, having never tested out Bumble or dating apps, I can't really speak to that. But I think a good way to meet people, just in general, I don't just mean romantically, is through shared interests. If
Yeah.
you're interested in dance, go to dance places. Or if you're interested in music, if you're interested in
Art.
veganism, if you're interested for whatever it is, there's different groups, there's different people that come together, and a shared interest is a really good place to start for a relationship, that's going to have some legs.
And also, not only can you possibly meet someone, but you're doing something that you enjoy, so you are
So even
automatically...
if you don't meet someone,
Yeah.
you've had, good
fun
times.
time.
Yeah.
Who do you think should pay for the date?
I guess if you invited someone out, you probably pay for them. Like if you call someone up and say, hey, you want to go to dinner, then you're probably buying. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It may be that over time, as you have a relationship and you go out, you're going to develop some kind of understanding where maybe sometimes they pay, sometimes you pay. If you're rich, you're probably always going to pay. It could be an expectation. So, there's no cut and dry, but generally I'd say if someone invites you, you might pay.
Should you ask someone you're romantically interested in about their past relationships?
Well, I mean, if you get into a relationship with somebody and it develops and you're, dating that person and it's a long-term relationship, you're probably at some point going to discuss people you've dated in the past and relationships. That helps you kind of learn things and understand things about the other person. So yeah, I mean, it's natural. Sure, why not? Of course
I
you would.
agree.
But then mom said to us like,
She says
oh,
you
the
shouldn't
past is the past. You shouldn't ask them
No, she
about
says you
it."
shouldn't ask them what their number is.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, whatever. What is your definition of love?
L is for the way you look at me. No. Love is caring about another person, wanting to help another person, wanting to be with another person,
Wanted to jump on them.
wanting to fight another person sometimes, being, attracted in a way.
Wanting
There's
to
different types of
fight
love.
them.
There's different types of love, but yeah, it's just wanting to be with somebody and help them and take care of them when they need taking care of, and have that person take care of you when you need taking care of. It's have fun together.
Someone asked, what do your parents think about Randa's boyfriend?
He's a great guy. I like him.
Yay!
He's a good guy.
That is all the questions we have for you guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our dad.
And we'll also leave his Instagram link down below so you guys can see all his funny posts.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit post notifications.
Anything else you want to add, Dad?
I think you guys said it all. I think we got it.
Yay! And
We
We will see you next